What's up, everybody? This is Trenton from Southeast Report here at Ground Zero in Spartanburg once again. This time with Palisades. How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. What about you?
Doing really good. Just trying to stay warm right now.
Oh yeah, that's why we're doing it right here on this little casting couch.
Yeah. Shit. If this is the casting couch, I don't know what's going to happen here today, dude.
Oh Lord, Sky was pretty suggestive in ours, so you might want to talk to him afterwards.
I don't know if I want any part of that.
All right, so just in case our viewers are just watching you guys for the first time, give an introduction of who you guys are and what y'all do in the band.
Sure. My name's Lou Maselli, and I sing in Palisades.
And I am Brandon Elgar, and I sing and play bass.
Awesome. So you guys are on the part 2 of your headliner tour.
Yes.
How the first round go, and how's this one going?
It's good, man. It's our first time headlining, so it's kind of like just going out there and just seeing what's up. You know what I mean? And it's cool. It's a really, really awesome experience to see all the fans come out. Like some day one fans since like the EP, and then a lot of fans that are just new seeing us for the first time. So it's been a really good experience, man. It's been really good. So yeah.
What about for you? How's it been for you?
It's been good. It's been quite an experience, like since being like new and everything to the band and stuff like that, and just meeting new people and new fans and stuff, and just it's been a really cool experience for me.
Yeah, it's one thing I wanted to touch on. You guys have some new faces and everything. So how's that integrated into the band, and what are some things that Brandon has brought to the band? And what are some things that you felt like you have brought to the band? See if that kind of like line up and stuff. Like I guess like to make Palisades the new whatever it is you guys are going around for.
Yeah. With the addition of Brandon in the band, and as well as Christian Michizuki, like being like our studio producer and DJ. It's really, I think, finally sealed the deal on what Palisades has always strived and wanted to be. We've known Brandon for a long time. He was living in Jersey, playing in some bands there, and he actually came out and did merch for us on one of our first tours. So we've known him forever. He's been a really good friend of us, and he's always had this incredible voice. And he's not only an incredible singer, but he's a great musician. He's got such charisma. He's a good-looking guy. He's a good friend. And I think, honestly, when we were writing this new album, what he and Christian both brought to the table was just that cohesiveness. I think, like, we all finally were on the same mentality of what we wanted to do. It was just all of us had the same mindset.
Yeah.
And with me and Brandon writing lyrics on the album, we kind of really went off each other really well, and kind of like flew stuff back and forth. And it just feels like a rebirth almost.
Okay.
But in the sense of a rebirth, it's almost like a this is what we needed the whole time, and finally feels like a solid thing now. So,
yeah.
What about for you, Brandon?
How's it for you, like, coming into this already established signed band experience? A lot of people know who they are, and going from, like, I guess, playing in a lot of local bands to immediately jumping into something like this. How has that transition been for you?
It's definitely been new, because like in like all my other bands, like I just did like lead vocals and stuff like that. But I really love these guys though, and I love like the type of like music that they're going for and everything, and I just really just wanted to step up and finally just do what I love to do, and that's to travel the world and play music for people that love it and stuff like that. And but yeah, it's been great though. Like we've already went to Europe. My first time there. They were like fifth time there. But
you love Europe though.
Yeah, Europe was great.
Europe treated Brandon very well.
Very well.
Very
Europe,
well.
Russia, UK.
Russia was amazing too.
Yeah, Russia was wonderful. And but yeah, it's been really great. A lot of fun.
I think Brandon just like he just fits, like, you know what I mean? It's like feels like he's always been here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's really, really good. So.
Yeah. So Mind Games for me was like an incredible album. I love the different stuff you guys are going on, and with this addition of Brandon and Christian, you guys are stepping it up. So you guys have 2 songs out now and everything. So what is the album, I guess, as a whole looking like compared to like that whole, like, I guess, clubby, electronically driven album and stuff? Like, what are you guys aiming for to, I guess, what's the new sound of Palisades going for essentially?
Yeah. So I think finally we sat back and we kind of realized that we've really grown as artists and as people over these past few years. We've gone through a lot as people, as a band, as musicians, as artists, and this album we really wanted to talk about things that really mattered, things that are going on in the world right now are things that we've all gone through personally that like we know a lot of people can probably relate to. And I think, you know, like musically speaking, like we finally found that cohesiveness. I think we took like it's almost like we took elements of Outcast and elements of Mind Games and said, what would these two things sound like finally mixed together with a more mature vibe? And I think that's the whole basis of what Palisades' third album is that this mature element of growth and a coming to sense and coming to age.
Yeah.
For our band, I think we've written the album that we were most proud of ever, and you know, especially with the addition of Brandon and Christian to that, it's something that we can really step back and say, like, I think we made a timeless album. Like, I think we made something that not only like talks about the real issues, but also is something that is just a growth and it's just good music, man.
Yeah.
It's really
what kind of issue specifically have you guys hit on this?
We've talked about everything on this album, from, you know, the state of the world, the state of our country, to personal things that Brandon's gone through or I've gone through, or things that we've seen a lot of, you know, our band members or our friends or our family go through. Honestly, this album was the most sacrifice we've ever had to put up between all of us.
Yeah.
We've lost relationships, we've lost friendships, we've lost, you know, things that have really, really affected us on this, and you can really like hear the desperation and the emotion in this album, and I think it's a sense of just realness in this album, like no gimmicks, no jokes, just realness, man. Like just talking about real shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's what we really wanted to pose on, because dude, the state of the world right now is like, it's so fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you know, like there's so many people out there that, like, you know, like talking about wavy stuff and like emotional stuff is cool, but like people need to like talk about what's really going on in the world right now and the real stuff that's going on in the world right now.
You guys have seen it touring the world too.
Yeah,
so
man.
You guys know.
Yeah, like we've been to, I think, almost like 28 to 30 different countries now, and seeing this world, it's like, so you don't realize what's out there until you actually go out there and see it for your own eyes. You know what I mean? You don't see how, you know, the events of this world are like affecting everyone, right? Like even in Russia, even in like, you know, like, right? It's just like these kids they're worried, they're scared, they want to attach themselves to something that makes them feel better, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a lot different in like other countries that we've been to, and like how like worried they are, even though like they're not like really even living here, but like they still just worry about all that kind of stuff, and it's very, very different everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even like, and that's on a worldly sense, but even on this album is like on a personal sense too. You know what I mean? Like things on this album like anxiety, depression, self-medicating, prescription medication.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Like how that affects our youth and like us as people and what we grow into, or our family. So yeah, all that.
So how do you guys take, I guess, these deep, intense topics and put your Palisades trademarked, I guess, party sound on it and stuff? You know, talking about the stuff in the world, but still having that, I guess, little electronics and the poppy aspect of it and stuff.
Well, I think Christian really helped with that a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Mind Games was a very party fun album, and not to saying that this album isn't a fun album. It's just I think we took the electronic side and made it a little bit more emotional sounding, a little bit more vibey, a little bit more like I don't know. How would you describe it, Brandon? Like,
it's definitely I'm really not good at this stuff. It's really just not, like, in my opinion, it just doesn't really have like that whole like party vibe anymore, especially the new album. It's just like a more like mature sounding like EDM flow, and just like
it's
more
like
groovy, and
it's like if Drake had a rock band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if The Weeknd had a rock band.
Okay.
It's like, but it's still fun. It's like still shit you can get down to live, but it's also like it's just a real message behind everything. Okay. So it's still fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess.
So, so what's the album called, and when is it dropping?
The album is a self-titled album, actually.
Okay.
Because we felt that this is the this is who we are. This is Palisades.
Yeah.
So we said, why waste time trying to find an album name that fits? Because the album name that fits is us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why in this album we had no guest features on it. We had no guest vocals at all because we're like, you know what? We want to show the world who we are.
Okay.
We don't want to, you know, show the world who we are featuring someone else or something like that.
Yeah.
Which we've done that so many times and it's been amazing. We love all the guest vocals, but we really wanted to show everyone who Palisades was this time around. And the album comes out January 20th.
Okay.
On Rise Records.
Nice.
You can pre-order it right now. Palisades.merchnow.com. We have some awesome bundles. We got stuff like vinyl records. We got cassettes.
Okay.
We got awesome stuff going on. Come see us out on the rest of this tour too. And yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up next year. 2017 is going to be a banger, man. And I hope you're all ready for it.
All right, sweet. So I got a few fun ones for you guys, and we can get out of here.
Yeah.
It's the holiday season. So
Yes.
what are some, I guess, funny or unique traditions you guys may have with your families, or what are some things you guys do around the holidays?
With my family, my mom always played Mariah Carey's Christmas album. That is an amazing album. It's in my opinion, it is the best Christmas album.
The best
ever.
Christmas album. Okay.
And that
album's really good too.
The NSYNC one's really good too. But for whenever I hear "All I Want for Christmas Is You," that immediately brings me to Christmas time. That immediately brings me to like my mom setting up all the decorations, and you know the food. And I'm Italian too, so for us, Christmas Eve is always the bigger holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just I'm pretty sure it's just like a very like Italian thing. A lot of I think Hispanics do that too, but for me it's like Christmas Eve is the big night with all the big dinner and all the family. You exchange the presents between all the family members, and then the next day is like Santa.
Yeah, that's how it was for me too.
Because shout out to Santa.
That's how it was for me too. Like you know, the family presents were like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Now we just do it all on Christmas. So.
Yeah, but and then you know, and then Christmas Day, it's like we eat all the leftovers from whatever happened. Like, because my family cooks, bro.
Yeah.
My family cooks so much, and I love it. I love it. And,
awesome.
Yeah, that's mine. Do you have anything that reminds you or gets you excited about Christmas time or anything?
I mean, well, it's been a few years for me since I've been home for Christmas, just because I've been traveling so much and or just didn't have the money saved up at the time. But growing up and everything, though, we always just had the normal traditional like Christmas thing. We did all the dinner and presents and everything on Christmas Day. We never did on Christmas Eve. But yeah, it's just normal tradition.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone caroling before?
Caroling? No, I have never.
I feel like that's something that you would do though. Brandon.
You guys have to do it. You have to do
I think so because like I love singing, but Brandon like loves singing. Like this, Brandon loves singing so much, and he's such a good singer. And I could just picture you caroling, and I would definitely
nobody. If I ever wanted to carol, I feel like nobody else would be.
Yeah,
like,
just
down.
be Brandon by yourself.
They probably like slam the door in my face and think I'm like crazy.
And like an awesome Christmas sweater, like turtleneck.
Yeah,
I picture that. For
I
sure.
haven't rocked a turtleneck in years, man.
You should bring it back, bro.
My mother used to buy me a bunch of turtlenecks too, growing up.
Yo, turtlenecks are fly right now. You could totally rock a turtleneck.
Last day of the tour, you guys got taken care of.
I think so. I think that's what we're gonna have to do.
All
so.
right.
Yeah,
no, that's gonna be
so
our.
that's our Christmas traditions.
Yeah. All right, you've answered this before.
Okay.
Warped Tour 2015. If you guys have watched that, so Brandon's got to answer the inauguration question here.
Okay.
And that is, if you could date, marry, or do whatever you wanted to with Taylor Swift, if she wrote a song about you, what would that be called, and what would that be about?
Oh my God.
Whoa. Wait, what? Say it one more time.
If Taylor Swift wrote a song about you because you guys were together or you were married or whatever,
hanging out, best friends, whatever.
What would Taylor Swift's song about you be called? What would the name of it be?
Oh man.
Yours? I forgot.
I forget, but I know what Brandon's would be called.
What?
I want you to answer first, and I'll tell you what I would.
Man, wow. It'd probably be called thanks for not texting me back. Because I am horrible at texting. I'm horrible at texting people.
Was that it?
No, mine was gonna be called ashtrays and liquor shots.
No,
I was thinking his could be called Stocking Stuffer.
Stocking stuffer.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe, I don't know, man.
What would Mariah Carey, if she could like sing with Mariah Carey and stuff, do a Christmas album? How would that go with you and Mariah?
If Mariah Carey wrote a song about me for Christmas themed,
that's your Christmas girl right there.
I know what it is. It's the simplest answer.
Okay.
All I Want for Christmas is Lou.
Ooh, that was good.
Of course.
That was good. We got to end it there.
That's
That was
perfect.
too good right there.
That's perfect.
Art,
My name's just perfect because you can replace anything with you with Lou, and it's a banger song.
yeah, that's great. That's great. All right, well, this is Palisades. Little
Yes.
Brandon, and I'm Trenton with Sally Spirit Report. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks so much.
Find the pretty things and then I run